bed.
Yeah, okay, we're recording. All right.
Welcome to the July 9th Public Safety Subcommittee meeting. We may very well be having someone from Verizon show up, so I just want to give them a few more minutes to see if he arrives.
How about on the parking, and Mr. Bishop, did anyone does he know, or we didn't?
You know, I completely slipped my mind.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow up with the chief. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know you put it on the agenda.
Yeah, we're gonna have to carry that on to our next meeting because I got to follow up with that.
While we're waiting, I did take a ride by there. You know, it's
Is that this,
yeah, where Max says the chief says that he didn't think it was a problem. And you kind of go in by the cartilage, the little card store. If you go in there and then you come back out by the senior center, it's like a little parking lot there. And it just happened when I went by. I've gone by a couple times. I never seen anybody park there. But there was a mail truck in front of 6 high, and you know, I didn't think it was that bad. You know the size of a mail truck. Now he does talk about a bigger truck,
right?
So, but I don't think it's been an ongoing thing. I mean, at some point, I think we could probably move it without prejudice.
Yeah, I just would like to talk to the chief again before. I apologize again. I completely fell off my radar.
That's just my. As I said, I've gone by a couple times. This is the first time I've seen anyone parked there, and it was a mail truck, so I did drive around just to see. I tried exiting, because I think he says he exits, this Mr. Bishop says he exits, or at least what the chief says, he exits Union Court. I proceed to Union Court.
Union Court is where my aunt used to live.
Yeah.
Her house may even still be there at the very end.
There's a couple back in there. And there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you know, just because I never really flew there. I've been in the back, but I didn't realize you could come out on that.
Yeah.
I know you could come out though. I thought it was a dead end.
No, you kind of come in, as I said, I came in off Union, and then you go out and back. There's like a parking lot, and then there's an exit right out to High. Just between the senior center, you'd run right into Big Ed's if you came right out to the...
Mini parking lot between the senior center and Brownish Green Home Apartment.
So when you took your turn off of the Union, was it like by the Indian restaurant, or is it?
Yeah, it's a little beyond there. In fact, there's a sign, if you go by, Joe, it says, I think for the new fitness place, it says, is it fitness something, but it has a thing with an arrow parking for fitness.
Okay.
So I went down in there, and then I came back out onto High.
Oh, so I had no idea that.
Right, I didn't realize it did either, and I think that's what he's talking about, coming out of there.
Okay.
When you do talk to the chief, or if we do have the, I would say on the other side, you know, on the Big Ed side, there's no parking anyway, but one sign's so far in the trees you can't see it, and the sign is so old you can't read it, so I mean, maybe we could at least...
No parking sign?
Yeah, no parking on the, that's on the Big Ed side of High. In other words, across from the senior center on High Street.
On the store
Yeah,
side.
I've never seen anybody park there.
No, I've never seen anyone park there. As I said, there are 3 signs. The one nearest Union is very visible. The other 2, one, as I said, is in the tree, and the other is so old it's...
But on the side, on the same side as the senior center, there is parking there?
Yeah, there's no parking right by the senior center.
Right.
So if you turn down, there's one section, no parking, and then beyond that, you can park. And I think there's a
little parking lot right behind the senior center.
Right.
Is that what he's talking about?
There's a loading dock for the senior center, and then there's a little parking area. That's where Union Court. That's where Union Court comes out.
Oh, that's where Union Court comes out.
Right. That little parking lot. And then the next house I believe is 6 high. It's like a 2-family.
I think Big E's owns that little parking lot.
I see. There was a lot of cars parked in there. I don't know who parks there.
I think Big E's owns it. I think that's part of Big E's. Because their employees all park there.
Yeah, you see their employees walking across the street.
So that's probably what it is.
I think that Big E's owns that parking lot, so you go through there.
Yeah, it looks like
the back.
Yeah, I came in the other way. I came in off Union, right by, as I said, there's a little new fitness center. There's a little alleyway. It's almost like an alley.
Oh, you can.
And I came back there, and then there's parking behind that building, and then I turned back and came back out on High Street. Right. But that parking lot was all full, so you're probably right that it's big, and
that's Big
E's parking lot.
It's Ed Corbeil, or what was Ed Corbeil's?
Right. And as I said, I think this gentleman says he tries to pull out there. Sometimes there's trucks, but again, it was hard to say. As I said, there was a mail.
Well, if Big E's is parking their truck there, then.
Well,
in
Well,
the
yeah,
parking lot?
I don't think they're parking the parking.
I don't think they
I
would
think-
park on the road, would they?
Well, if you read Max, I don't think it happens a lot. I mean, if it's happened at all, I think he said he saw it once, by the time he got around, it was gone.
I mean, he has a big truck that I know he
Right.
does
He
for
makes
the
deliveries and
food
things
center
like
and
that and
stuff,
stuff,
but I've never seen
He usually has
needed
that
to
in his
park over
own
there. It's
parking
always,
lot.
yeah, it's always maybe way down in his parking lot.
Right,
It's
I've seen
always
it back
way
in
in the
there,
back.
in the back of the parking lot, so
Yeah.
I don't know what this gentleman.
You know what, I can honestly say, I guess I've never seen any cars parked on the side of the road down there anywhere in that area.
Right, very few that I've ever, I
I've-
said there is parking in front
I've
of
always
6.
seen them parked in the parking lot.
Well,
Or in-
definitely
over
the side of
by
the grocery
senior
store.
center,
I've
but-
Yes, that's all,
Oh, no
But-
parking.
Yeah, there's no
yeah,
parking.
But I can't visually remember if I've seen it.
No, I can't.
There is
Not any on the road.
There is no parking, two double.
Yeah, exactly.
In front of that 6, it's like a duplex or a two-family,
Yeah.
it's like yellowish.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's where the
Actually, I
mail
think-
truck was this afternoon.
Actually, I even think Big E's owns that
They-
house
the
too.
house.
It's
Yeah,
a
I think they
boarding
do.
house.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
Boarding house, yeah.
Because we
They
were
don't-
dealing with them when with the sprinkler system, they were in the.
It's a boarding
And
house.
as I said,
They
the
own
mail
it.
truck
Yeah.
just happened to be in front of that park
That's
today,
right.
probably delivering mail. I mean, he
Right.
wasn't, so when I saw it, I
Yeah,
said.
so he
well-
wasn't there.
So
yeah.
when I saw it, I said, hey, I'll swing around and see. Well, he was parked, so he was out of, maybe he was delivering something.
Yeah.
But you
I'll-
can still
yeah.
see. But
Yeah, I'll check with the chief police
Okay.
and maybe we'll just add probably the August meeting.
we can have it.
We'll just add to the agenda.
But since we were on the agenda, I figured
Yeah,
we
Right,
yeah, no, thank you
could
for doing
discuss
that.
it, so.
There's no one here, bear, speak time or public speak time. I'm sure he'll be here for the general council meeting tomorrow, but. this
Well, I
is-
talked with the mayor
Oh, okay.
earlier, so I can.
Sure, okay, why don't you
give you
tell us
a-
what he said then?
Well, what's happened is, the pole that's presently here, the existing pole on Garrett's Court,
Uh-huh.
is the pole that services the house here at parcel 156/78. And now that the high school has been moved over to the other side, this pole is being used to service this house, but also to hold up the pole in the middle of the parking lot. So they need to take that pole out in the middle of the parking lot, so when they do that, this pole will no longer be supported. So Wemco and the city are gonna move, it was the city that proposed that they move the pole 62 feet up into this gentleman's yard, and then we, the city, will supply them with a whole new electrical service going from the pole to their house. We have to, because we're moving the pole, and their electrical service is on the other side of the house.
Oh, I see.
So to move the pole, which we have to move the pole because there's nothing there to support it, if we were to support this pole, we'd have to put the guy wires in the middle of the guy's driveway. So I guess the owner of the property is absolutely in favor of doing this. He has no problems. And so it was the city and the engineer and Wemco's suggestion that they move the pole here, and then we're gonna supply a new service to the house because it's going in on the other side of the house. And that was, I guess, I don't know, you'll have to ask the mayor as to where the money's coming from that, if that's, one of the questions that might be asked. I'm gonna probably say it may have come out of the building,
Construction.
yeah, out of some of the construction money, and some of the, whatever. That's what I'm gonna think that's where they're gonna pay for it out of. But this is critical that pole get moved out of the parking lot and then this service be moved so that they can put the new service out of there and get it out of there, so while they're destructing the building, so they can work on the parking lot.
I took a ride up there today, Joy, and when you turn in, just so I hope my mistakes, when you turn in, so you're coming up,
Yep.
you're coming up here, when you
Yep.
turn in,
Yep,
there's the last house.
right,
That's what we're talking about.
That's
That's
the
the guy. It's kind of,
yeah, it's actually used to be the Garrick property. I don't know if the Garricks still live there or not, but.
yeah, I don't know, it was sort of, and then I noticed there's a, it sort of would be beyond here, there's actually 2 poles that go out into the middle.
Yeah.
Is that the ones they want to
Those are-
take down?
yeah.
But in order to do that, they got to bring this one back.
Yeah, they gotta bring this one back because.
Because this one's
the other-
almost at the end, almost where you enter the park.
But the other 2 poles are supporting it.
Yes, I
This
agree.
pole.
Right. Got
And
it.
they need to remove these other 2 poles, but they can't remove those other 2 poles because now this one won't be supported, and his wires are coming off this pole into his house.
Oh, okay. So they have to move it back.
So
and
they
put
have
a
to move
guideway or
it back,
something?
well,
How do they support it?
they're gonna have to move it back here and redo it. And then do whatever they need to do to support the pole on this side. Yeah.
What were the poles for out there? Do we know where they light up the parking lot or?
Well, that was part of it, but it was also the service to the high
Into the high
school.
school, it's above ground too.
It's where the service was,
So that's-
that went into
So we
the high
don't need
school.
that, right?
No.
So the others come.
Right, and they need to get it out of there to
Yeah,
pave the
you can see
parking
that,
lot
those
and
definitely,
everything.
right, because they're sitting right out in the middle there.
Right, so yeah, yep. So, Michael did say that the property owner is absolutely in favor of it. He has no problem, and he would probably be the only one that, obviously, it's affecting.
Yeah.
So, so
Are those
that's,
things, are those typically placed on city-owned property or private property?
well, the mayor said that, for Wemco to move a pole without coming to city council for approval, they can only move it 3 feet.
Oh.
This is 62 feet.
So it's
So it has to go through city council approval for the moving of
Yeah.
this.
I think they're usually, Joe, either on public or on the easement.
The setback, yeah.
Everyone
On
has,
the easement.
everyone has an
Everybody
easement.
has an easement.
I mean, they always have a
Yeah.
utility easement, everybody's property has a utility
Right.
easement, so I'm
Right.
sure it's either on,
Yeah.
whether the city.
No,
owns
this
it
is gonna
or it's
still
within the
stay on the city's easement.
so
Yeah, we can't just.
It's just a matter of we have to get a service to this gentleman.
Right, right. We have to get his new service to him
Yeah, because
because,
it will definitely probably be 20 feet past his, but I mean, it looks like about a 45, 50-foot house, so it's probably past it, so it'll probably come back right about his corner.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so they gotta go in, oh, I see, we gotta put a new service because it's on this side of the house.
Right,
now.
right. The house
So they
is,
gotta put it on this,
so the service is coming in here.
right.
So now, when they move it 62 feet.
It's gotta go to the other
They
side.
gotta put it to the other side of the
you
house.
can't go across his
Right,
driveway.
the house is sitting like this,
Okay.
okay? So just, the house is like this. The service now goes from here into the house.
And where's the
So,
driveway?
and the driveway's right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the driveway's on the end by that
And
pole.
this is being
'Cause I turned
supported
around
by
there.
the poles out here in the parking lot.
Okay.
So they need to remove these poles. When they remove these poles, this pole no longer has the support.
Mhm.
So, unless they put a guide wire in the middle of his driveway.
Right.
Can't do that. So they're gonna move this up
To the other
62
side of his
feet, and then
house.
they're gonna put the new service in going to the other side of the
Okay.
house, which will mean
Okay,
And
yeah,
everything, yeah.
right. Okay.
So, yes,
Well, at least it
Okay.
sounds that's good, like everyone's on board, which is nice.
yeah. Did I explain that good?
Yeah.
very well.
So,
So-
I guess I'll accept an motion then to at the relocation of one jointly owned pole number T.1E.1 to point on the southerly side of Dirk's Court, approximately 145 feet westerly from the center line of Wilson Avenue.
That was a motion.
I guess it was, yes. I was entertaining a
I know
motion
you-
that I made.
Because you read it out very well, Joe, because I would have to.
That's, it was right there, yeah.
And I'll certainly second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining, motion passes. Okay, good. So, did the mayor say he'll be at city council tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so that he can just start.
Yeah, he'll
talk
be
to
there, and Verizon will be there, and he said that he expected the landowner
Oh,
to
okay.
probably be there. So, I think it's probably open and shut case.
Terrific.
Okay, so, and what are we gonna do with the Union Street thing?
Let me, I
You're gonna have
completely
a
put up my radar. I just
conversation?
want to talk to Chief McMahon, just go over with him one more time, and then we'll discuss it again. I guess just because we're a monthly meeting, we'll make it at like 5:45 or
Before,
the next
Yeah.
August meeting.
So, the next meeting will be, you got your calendar?
Yeah.
You wanna have it before council meeting?
because you have appointments always, right?
Usually.
Usually.
Well, actually, this
Yeah,
will-
usually,
I think
I
there's
usually
three
have
new
them like
This agenda should let us.
quarter to six.
There's three, I think.
I usually have it like
Yeah.
5:45, so if you wanna have something at 5:30,
Can
that
we,
should be.
can we all make
pretty
5:30?
Sure, 5:30.
Okay, okay,
All right, when's
great.
our next meeting? August?
August, it's the first Wednesday, right?
Mhm.
7th, August
7th.
7th. And I won't be here, but,
that's
but that's right. I'm
You're not,
sure you guys
huh?
can handle it.
Okay.
And we're gonna do that 5:30?
Yeah.
Because I know Joy's got a couple appointments coming up.
Right, I see
on the
3, yeah,
agenda,
so.
She's
Yeah.
certainly gonna have an appointment.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
I mean,
I'll-
unless you want, I mean, since we have a month, if you want to meet So would you prefer to meet, because I won't be there, would you prefer to
Do
meet
you want to do it
then?
for September?
We can do September.
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like
That'll
it's
give us a little more
pressing-
time.
Okay.
Yeah, you want
Why don't we do it the first September meeting?
Okay.
to, okay.
And then, by then you'll have plenty of time to talk to the chief.
2 months, I would think so.
September meeting at 5:30?
And
Okay.
Yeah, just to be safe.
and now that I'm kind of familiar with it, as I go by
Yeah.
there, I kind of take notice, and if I see somebody parked there, you
Yeah.
can kind of drive through there and take a look at it.
You know, I always pull out,
Because as I said.
I always pull out of that side of the driveway, out of the parking lot,
Mhm.
by the senior center, because if you pull out on the other side, you can only take a right-hand turn, and I'm always having to go left.
That's correct.
So I always come out onto High Street, and I gotta honestly say, I've never seen any cars.
No, it's very
parked
rare
there,
you see it.
ever.
I've never seen anyone on the big end side, and again.
Yeah, well,
just
I don't
Well, it
ever
is no
remember
parking.
anybody parking on the other
Yes.
side either, but, I mean, this could be easily remedied by just making the other side no parking. I mean, there is a parking lot, and then up to where to the houses are,
Right.
a couple parking spots.
Because there's
in front
only,
of there.
yeah, there's like 1 or 2 spots, because the first part, right by the senior center, is no parking, and then there's a little room, I think, before the parking lot, and then after it by the house.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's only if there's a big vehicle, just,
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
Well, on the way up today, I'll definitely swing by there, so.
Be a new experience.
Yeah, exactly.
okay,
I'll take a motion to adjourn.
so it's 6:15.
Make a motion to adjourn.
There we go, second.
All in favor?
Aye. Yeah. Motion adjourned.